Hello, friends. Susan Axelrod here, Confidence Coach. I am dropping by with an unplanned little Facebook Live session to answer such an important question that somebody asked me. You know, I do these Facebook Lives and the videos. I know that they're seen, but I really don't know by whom unless you come on with me live or let me know by hashtag replay that you've watched. I've been surprised and humbled by many people who have told me that they watch these broadcasts or the videos. So I want to thank you, and I wanted to respond to something that I felt was a brave question that was possibly deeply personal by someone who watches me from Manchester, England. So she asked me a question, a simple question in response to yesterday's Facebook Live broadcast. And the question was, what do you mean by inner life? What do you mean by inner life? So I don't know if you know or if you realize, but I don't prepare notes for these broadcasts. I just come on and speak extemporaneously with material that is in me. I speak from a place of deep resonance, from wanting to inspire you and motivate you and support you in any way I can. So I didn't remember necessarily that I used the term inner life yesterday until she asked me the question, and I said, oh, I must have talked about inner life. I came on this morning just briefly because I want to tell you what I mean when I say the phrase inner life. Sometimes I say inner world. This is the world according to Susan. There's other people who have other thoughts about this, and I implore you, please, go listen to many people who talk about this. I learned from my own personal journey about my inner life and my inner world. When I talk about inner life, I mean the place that's deep inside you. When you do this breathing and clearing, when you stretch your body, you know, you've been with me on my 20-minute retreats. We start with this breathing and stretching. That's in part to help us clear our minds and clear our energy systems so that we can be more connected to the thoughts that are going on in our mind, to come to awareness. I call it come to conscious awareness of that which is going on in our inner world. That which is going on in our inner world is made up of or comes from our life experiences and perhaps experiences from other lives that we have lived, if that is in your belief system. It comes from legacy of our parents and grandparents. It comes from the imposition of the society which we were born into, our community that we were actually born into, and the society that we live in. All of these things around us externally affect us internally. And so when I talk about your inner life, I'm talking about what's happening inside you when you take that breath, that deep breath in, and you clear your mind. You know what's happening. Your soul is then more free to come forth from your inner world, from your inner life. And that is what I'm going to talk about for our retreat tomorrow, is soul connection. But I wanted to just come on and briefly explain what I mean about inner life. Your inner life is made up of the world that goes on inside your body. There's a physical world that goes on. There's systems, physiological systems that go on. There's energy. There's energetic systems that move through your body. There's thoughts. thoughts that are on your mind. Some of us perseverate on negative thoughts. Some of us get overwhelmed by too many thoughts. Some of us actually are anxious from the deep nature of the thoughts that we're thinking. And some of us are sort of not in awareness of the thoughts that are going through our mind. And so my work as a confidence coach is to help you go, I call it go in and go deep. If you were my personal coaching client, you know that I go in and I go deep. I'm going to ask you questions. We're going to have a conversation. And it's in part to discover and explore your inner life, the inner world, the workings of you. And that is so that you can get in control of your life, taking your responsibility. And that's the outcome that happens with my work and my personal coaching. And that's really what I'm trying to do with my Facebook Live sessions. So you have the opportunity and the ability to realize that your inner life is yours, even though it's impacted and affected by many things from your past and things externally. And my job, my job here is to help you realize that it's yours, and you can take control, and you can, take responsibility to realize that your thoughts can be yours, that your actions are yours, and that the outcomes can be yours that you desire. And that's why I talk about, the question, what will it take for you to live life as you want it to be? If you take time to breathe, to go out in nature, to listen to music that moves you, to meditate, to pray, to have a conversation with God, if you take time to do any of these things or all of those things, commune with animals if that's your thing, you will discover a more peaceful existence in your inner life. And so that is what I mean when I say inner life. So I hope the person on my Facebook page and my Facebook family from Manchester, England, sees this video. I made it for you. And I hope that anybody else who was wondering, what is she talking about inner life, now understands what I mean. That's all for today, but I hope you'll join me for my Facebook Live at 5 this evening, when we'll be talking about confidence, the confidence zone. Is it a skill that you can attain? Okay, thanks for joining me live, people. Take care. Bye.